You're not the person I was supposed to meet. What do you want? Explain yourself, stranger. The Deadlands isn't a place for chance encounters. The Anchorite promises to get me away from the cult in exchange for information. I hold up my end of the bargain, and what do I get? Another fool, seeking knowledge from Portilgo. This is the last time, you hear? Make sure the Anchorite knows that. They don't tell lowly initiates all the details of their master plan, but I hear things. Sister Seldina wants to take over Fargrave, make it an offering to Mehrunes Dagon. The votive runes play a part in that, but I don't know exactly how. Sister Seldina leads the Fargrave cell. She has a grand vision for the Waking Flame. It starts with Fargrave, but it doesn't end there. She wants control of the portals. With them, she can hand Lord Dagon all of Oblivion. Even Nirn would be in reach. The Dremora? She's practically all the Order's old guard talk about these days. Seems she's been causing a lot of trouble for Sister Seldina, interfering with her plans. Something's about to happen. Tell the Anchorite. Fargrave's in danger. The Order has camps throughout Fargrave and the Deadlands. Sister Seldina could be anywhere. But tell the Anchorite to check the shambles. Look for an abandoned building, someplace hot. I heard one of the Devastators complaining about the heat. If we were talking about the Deadlands, no. But the shambles is a different story. That section of Fargrave can't have too many places hot enough to make a Devastator uncomfortable. The Anchorite will figure it out. What? You assume every Dagonist is a true believer, willing to do whatever their superiors tell them? I joined up because they promised me a better life. A way to escape the shambles. But they lied. The Anchorite agreed to help me, for a price. If Sister Seldina knew I was talking to you or the Anchorite, my life wouldn't be worth a scab on an Ogrim's elbow. I want out! Look, tell the Anchorite. She can find me at the Bearer's Rest in Fargrave when she's really ready to help an old friend. Tell the Anchorite I'll be at the Bearer's Rest. She owes me, and I expect her to honor our agreement.
Anyway.
Praise Vivek! You were there to stop Alexandra Cannell from capturing the Coral Heart.
I'm with you. What do you need?
Disaster! Puny mortal!
Come on. This isn't right. Gods, it's good to see a fellow Psijic. You can see me, right? What about hear me? Another improvement. I've been trapped in this synchrocesiac state for I don't know how long. My senses, myself, scattered far and wide. I'm barely aligned enough to communicate. I need an intervention to pull me free. Would you help me? Out of sync with reality. I need to find a Daedra sage named Urvank, a master of the 11th Force Change. He may be my best hope of escaping this syncrocesia. Maybe my only hope. Will you help me find Urvank? I'll compensate you once I'm whole. The only lead I have is one of Urvank's disciples, Mora, in Windswept Crag. I've been trying to communicate with her for hours, but I get no response. If you speak on my behalf, we may finally get somewhere. I wanted to study the 11th Force Change within this realm of oblivion. You see, Mehrunes Dagon is best known for his power of destruction, but that is merely a portion of his sphere of influence. All of his aspects are rooted in change. Really? The 11 Forces are only the basis for your entire studies as a Psijic. You should take some time from your practical studies to brush up on your theory. The 11th, most sacred force is change. Everything, really. I underestimated change's currents here in the Deadlands. When I reached out to dip my toes in, I got swept away. Parts of me, anyway. Among other things, I'm out of sync with this realm, with myself. It seems that I've regained enough alignment to interact with you, but there's no telling how long I'll remain like this. And I'd rather not become dispersed across time and space. He is a well-known sage, though few besides his disciples have ever seen him. Rumors claim he's always in motion, which is fitting, but also makes tracking him down very difficult. Mora may be able to guide us to him, though. Are you suggesting I should have dragged half the Order along on this expedition? Maybe held a symposium? I prefer to conduct my studies at my own pace, thank you. Though I did appear to underestimate how strong the 11th Force would be here. Being right, Master, is half the reason why I'm here. I hardly have a moment to myself anymore. My study of the old ways has fallen to the wayside because of my usual duties. Your concerns are valid, of course, and noted. He is a well-known sage, though few. Are you suggesting I should have dragged half the Order along on this expedition? Well, you're one to talk, aren't you? We're together now, so that's one problem solved already. Between the two of us, we should have my syncrocesia resolved in no time.
That should come in handy.
So the ghost returns.
Wait, you can see me?
And hear you, unfortunately. I see you brought someone to help offend my other senses, too.
Unbelievable. I spent hours trying to get her attention, trying to figure out how to communicate with her, and she was ignoring me. The nerve.
Your odor precedes you, leaky skin bag. At least I could tune out the apparition, but your sweaty, reeking body would test even Lord Dagon's endurance. Well, go on before your overwhelming miasma seeps into everything and drives away the fish. Sending you to Master Irving would be akin to farting downwind. I would inflict your odious odor on my worst enemy, let alone a Daedra of his esteem. Whatever your troubles, they'll be over soon. Your smelly existences are mercifully brief. I just want to fish without your fetid meat musk burning my nose. You can go pick apocalypse seeds from an end times ash tree for all I care. Actually, that's perfect. Go get me a seed. I think there's one out in those burning wastes. I want you to go away, but some shade would be nice. Wait, stop that. I don't need to explain anything to you, Thought-Wisp. Just blow away and vanish like the leaves of an end times ash. You must be utterly baffled by the concept. Just sitting and waiting for something to occur with patience. As quickly as you expire, the mere idea must appear ludicrous. How utterly pathetic. They do? Oh my. That somehow makes it even worse. There went the last vestiges of pity I held for you worthless creatures. Alas, I'll never be as cruel as whoever conceived of you reeking awful bags. Oh, I really couldn't say. Why don't you take a dip and see for yourself? What don't I have against you? You mortals are like an irritating itch. They're long enough to be a nuisance, but nothing of any lasting consequence. The pointlessness of your existence offends me. Why any Daedra have an interest in you is beyond me.
I'm sorry you had to endure that, but considering most Daedra's temperaments, Mora's caustic personality isn't so bad. I think we might be able to make some headway with her. I've observed her for some time now, while trying to make contact. I think she's dissatisfied by more than just our presence. There's something more to this apocalypse seed business than she's willing to admit. It might help persuade her. Mora mentioned end times ash trees. I vaguely recall some trivial details from my travel preparations. I think I can identify one of those trees when I see it. My present condition should actually make the search easier. I'll scout ahead.
Let's hit the trail. Huzzah! Clear your mind and break the spell!
This is the specimen we're looking for. Well, in a manner of speaking. This is an end times ash tree, but it appears to be like most things in the Deadlands. Dead. All is not lost, though. I remember that these trees have a particularly volatile life cycle. Growth, destruction, regrowth. It just needs a nudge. If we want a seed, we need it to sprout. That's impossible while it's dead, but I think we can encourage it to change if we provide it with the right catalysts. I'll try conjuring some elements. If I can manage that, you can apply them to the tree. I am still tenuously connected to this realm. I'm not even sure I'll be able to muster simple conjurations. But you and I are still relatively in phase. If all goes well, you can act as an intermediary and effect change on my behalf. Phew! That was more difficult than it should have been. Try using those on the tree. Cleansing fire. That's a good start. New life breaking through the quenched flames. That's it! The end times ash begins a new life. My body, it's gone. Again.
What do you think you'll make with that?
Somehow our meddling with the end times ash affected my asynchronous state. I was fully aligned with myself again, if only for a brief moment. Puzzling. I'm afraid I don't understand the implications, but Irvank might. We should return to Mora. We could, but I'm not quite to the point of risking my entire existence on blind experimentation. I believe Irvank is still my best hope of returning to a stable state, provided we can convince Mora to help us find him. Mora, we have something for you.
Oh, a new smell. How inventive. Are you attempting to mask your horrendous stench by rolling around in ash and dirt? Huh. Only a mortal would believe compounding filth with filth is somehow an improvement. An apocalypse seed? How did you... I honestly thought you'd wander off and die before the new seedlings took. And you just brought this to me? Why would you do that? I made no pact with you. I don't understand. This is some sort of trick, isn't it? Are you even smart enough for tricks? Maybe you really did just bring it to me. Idiot mortal. Well, it's not like I'm just going to turn it away, but I'm not going to be in debt to a mortal. I suppose you demonstrated you aren't completely useless, and you muffled your overpowering stench. Fine, I'll help you to find Master Irvank. Seek out Shirodar in the Flea Pits district of Wretched Spire. He was the last mortal to see the Master.
Wretched Spire? I'll meet you there. I'll go ahead to Wretched Spire and attempt to locate Shirodar. Hopefully he's more cooperative than Mora.
that's over with, I suppose. Stop it! That's cruel and wasteful! Let's ride.
Stop for a moment. I know Atrozu, but we need the help. Glad to see someone who's not Daedric. My friend and I need your help. A beast lives in this citadel, the Ravner. It slaughtered my clan. Only a few of us lived. So, we found our way into the Deadlands to destroy it in our clan's name. By entering the Citadel they call Ardent Hope and hunting it down. Oh, you mean how do we find the beast? My friend here at Trozu was my clan's totem spirit. He can track the Ravner. As for how to destroy it, I still need to figure that out. Then you know I'm the last of my clan. A Zivalai patrol found us, and they died to protect me. So I can't give up. But if I go in there alone, it only ends one way. Join me. Help me get justice for Clan Kelmer. If we live, I can reward you. Now we stand a chance with you here. I saw a drainage gate on the northern wall that we can use to slip into the Citadel. We'll meet you inside. From there, we just follow my bear. Keep your eyes open and weapons ready. It'll be a hornet's nest. We were the Kelmer. Good people who kept to ourselves. We weren't raiders or bandits. Just relied on our wits and strength to survive the wilderness of Hrothgar. The Kelmer made good meat. Sold it to nearby towns and clans. Damn, I miss that mead. Pretty much. Attacked during a festival celebrating the first hunt of the warm season. Everyone drunk and tearing meat off a charred bear. I guess we didn't see it coming. Only 3 of us survived. Me, Urzanash, and Daroga. No idea. The 3 of us had left the village so I could practice my rituals. I needed to summon a Trozu to mark the festival's end. But I wasn't sure I could. After a few tries, he finally appeared. We heard screams soon after. Ran back, of course. We were met by heaps of torn flesh and pools of blood. And the Ravner. Mouth covered in gore, stalking through town. It tore through our hunters. I swear it was grinning. Atrozu ran from the Ravner. As the future wise woman, I needed to defend our totem, so I chased him. And my hunters followed me. We survived by fleeing. I refuse to make that mistake again. Together, we found a portal to the Deadlands. They protected me across this miserable land while Atrozu led us. Some Zivilai saw our fire. Stupid. They both died protecting me. Soon after that, I found this entrance. We were so close. I was supposed to be my clan's next wise woman. We oversee the clan's health, both body and spirit. Now, I'm all that's left. My two protectors died getting me across the Deadlands. Only Atrozu and I carry the memories of the Kalmar. Well, I wasn't one yet. I needed more training. But Atrozu chose me to fill the role. The Kalmar did things differently from other clans. Most wise women are just the chief's mother. But long ago, we decided to let our clan's totem make the choice. This citadel? Extremely little. I'm no scholar of Daedric lore. We barely made it here from Hrothgar. I heard some Dremora along the way call it Ardent Hope. Seems misnamed to me.
This is a great area for harvesting.
Get to it, Atrozu. Find the Ravner.
For glory!
Atrozu has the trail again. Stay close.
Are you stuck or choosing to remain still? Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse.
I'll ease his pain. See if he knows anything.
Are you an illusion? Or real? Am I saved? We must hurry. It needs life. It could return. The Dremnikin. It's hunting. It never stops. The orb. It drains life. Blood. For power. To find prey. Sometimes it roars in the north. A tower. Don't follow. Just run. Only death.
I'm sorry, friend. Look around for anything useful. I want to examine this man. What do those papers say? The prisoner mentioned the Ravener's orb. Where did it go? Is that a piece of the Ravener? The Ravener completely drained this man's life spirit. Not only can it speak, but it uses magic as well. I thought I understood what it was, but I knew nothing. Doesn't matter. We still need to destroy it. Show me what you found. So, not just magic. Blood magic. The type that steals memories from its victims. I know it. Utter cruelty. The man Kastov said it's a Dremnikin. That's new to me. But I don't care what it calls itself. It'll take the name I gave it. Makes sense. Kastov said the Ravener used him to power that orb it uses to hunt. And the Ravener shouted that its prey wasn't on Nirn. Blood magic could easily fuel a relic that can scry across planes. What about that claw? The journal claims each hunt risks the Ravener's essence. He thought it looked weaker. This could be the answer. We starve it. Smash the orb. Stop it from finding prey. Kastov mentioned a tower to the north. And Atrozu has the trail again. Let's go. During the attack, it was a vicious animal. Mindless and hungry. I was prepared to hunt it the same as I would a stag or a lion. But if it speaks, then its attack wasn't mindless. It understood the pleas for help. It meant to cause suffering. No. Before, I was putting down a feral animal so it didn't kill again. Now I know the Ravener deserves punishment. Orc magic isn't the type you'll find in the high elf fancy schools. Ours comes from the meat and bones of the physical world. All wise women learn to use blood in their art. What better to power healing spells after brutal combat? We have to find a way to reach it.
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
Atrozu tells me the trail continues beyond that gate. just don't see any way to get through. Look around. Maybe we can find an easier way than climbing the wall.
That's the last of them.
See the hole? It tunnels right through the wall.
I sense it near. Find it.
You hear that? The Ravener. From the tower. Before we go farther, we need to talk. I expected none of this. The Ravener speaks. And what's the purpose of a tower full of books? After everything I went through to get here, I still don't understand what we face. What is this creature? Because it took everything. My entire clan, my home, my future, all gone due to this beast. I don't care if it speaks or reads, or if it recites poetry. I will see it killed. I know it's hunting prey, and it's falling apart without that. So, we need to find and destroy that orb. Stop its ability to hunt, and starve it to death. Perhaps I can watch it suffer. Lead on. We're not leaving until the Ravener is dead. Why would the Ravener hide among all these books?
At your service.
More and more books. I wish I could burn them all. this knowledge?
The day will be ours!
It arrives. I shall know its secrets.
A dead end. But what's this contraption? Maybe it opens a path. Based on the runic arrangement, I'd guess this thing creates a portal. A lock this complex surely leads to an area worth protecting. We need to know where it goes. Find a way to power it. See how that crystal glows? We need more like that. Didn't you hear the voice? The shouts keep coming from higher up. And they wouldn't put so much protection around this if it didn't go somewhere important. No, we're definitely on its trail. Before I leave this tower, I will destroy the Ravener. True. Keep your eyes open. Among all these tomes must be something. Anything. If not, then I will throw myself at it with the rage of Clan Kelmer. Justice will be done.